Hey guys, it's Spider Pig, and today we're going to talk about some hardware and some red versus blue stuff. So let's get flying in here. Alright, let me center myself first of all. Ooh, I'm all over the place here. Alright, much better. Okay, and let me get my headset on. Okay, it's over here somewhere. Nope. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the Oculus Rift. The CV1 version, which is a production version, is pre-order went live, and I ordered it, and it came with a compatibility checker, basically to make sure you have the right hardware that you need to run it. And one of the there's four things to check for: RAM, which I have 16, which is more than enough. I think you need 8, I want to say, or 16. I forget the exact amount. And then there was graphics card, which you needed a GeForce 970 or better, which I have a 980, so I'm okay on that one. 4 USB 3.0 slots, which I have 2, so I needed to get what they have a recommendation for a PCI E card that has 5 USB 3 slots on it, so that's what I ended up getting. And then the CPU they recommended was, I believe, an i5 52 something, I think. I'll have to check later. But basically my computer failed on the USB part and the CPU part, so I was thinking about doing an upgrade earlier, but I figured, hey, no time like the present to do it, so I went ahead and I ended up getting an i7 4790K, which I can overclock as well, which I like, and I ended up getting the MSI 5 gaming motherboard, which is Z97, I believe, and I really like it. It has a lot of cool features. One of the first things was my old motherboard only had PCI 2.0 slots. This one has PCI 3, so it can really take advantage of my graphic card, which is kind of nice. And it also has a lot of new bells and whistles, like USB 3.0. It has 4 slots for that, so I really don't need the PCI card, but I'm going to use the PCI card exclusively for the Oculus, which is really what I'm doing now because I already have everything set up. The other thing is I wanted to kind of test the webcam, since before with the webcam I wasn't able to run it at the same time as the Oculus Rift because I believe it had problems with the USB bandwidth. So now that I have a PCIe card dedicated just for the Oculus Rift, I should be able to run the webcam. And I was having trouble with the sound, so I need to order a sound card because this motherboard does not have an optical out where my other one did. So until I get that card, I'm using my Yeti Blue microphone right now to kind of record the audio for this, and so you might hear the washer running in the background because it really picks up a lot of stuff, which is good. And that's pretty much where the hardware is now. I mean, it's running pretty well. I have it overclocked to 4.4, which is nice, and it's running really well. I did some stress testing on it yesterday. Need to do some graphic testing on it, and hopefully this week sometime. But overall, she's flying pretty well, and I'm really enjoying it. The other event that you might have seen if you watch my channel is that there's a red versus blue event over the weekend. I belong to the 355 Fighting Falcon squad, and I enjoy flying with them, and we had planned this red versus blue weekend for quite a bit of time. And basically what it was we split the squad into 2, and half the squad started up in Russia and half the squad started in Georgia, and over 3 days you had different tasks you had to do, and at the end, whoever kind of was more dominating was the winner. So the first day was Friday. It started at noon, but I wasn't able to get on till late at night because I have work and my daughter's ballet class. And so the first night we had pretty much taken over Sanaki, and we started Sakumi, so Sanaki is a little further south, and I was pretty much using the Huey to transport troops most of the night, and dropping different troops around the area of Padi just to kind of reinforce that area, which worked great for that one night because surprisingly, they run out of ammunition pretty quickly and stuff like that. So by Saturday, we pretty much almost lost Senaki. We actually ended up losing Senaki. Even though we had all those people there, the problem was that they were able just to come over and kind of drive us out. And also, we kind of realized one of the scripts, one of the faults with the scripts, the CSAR script, is when a aircraft ejects, they leave a soldier there to kind of be rescued, but that soldier is invincible and can't be killed. So the problem is that they ejected in Senaki with a Ka-50, and then that soldier killed pretty much everything we had on there, and they got Senaki, which kind of sucked. So day 2 also, we found that they had really good air-to-air fighters, pilots, and most of us were fairly new in the F-15, so we didn't really get too much done because every time we try to go up in an Su-25 or an A-10, we would just get shut down as soon as we try to do anything. I ended up doing some Su-25 seed missions. I ended up taking up a couple of Hawk sites of theirs, and worked pretty well. But overall, the second day, which again mostly moving troops around. The third day was Sunday. And by that time, Red Forces, we kind of figured that, hey, we're probably going to be losing, so let's go out with a bang. We found one of the airports, because he had the resource manager, still had a couple of the nukes that the MiG-21 has. So I'm like, so we decided, okay, we got a couple MiG-21 pilots. Let's go ahead and see if we can deploy them and nuke them on at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. And so my task and a couple other guys was kind of to act as distraction. So as part of the distraction team, we tried to take over Kabaleti. So I flew a helicopter flight for about 40 minutes to Kabaleti, and if you watched the last video, you got to see what happened. I was pretty much attacked as soon as I got there by another Huey. It made for some funny kind of landing. And they pretty much, were right next to us the whole time and took it back fairly quickly. Sunday night, we pretty much grabbed any aircraft we could and kind of tried to bring them north, just so we can kind of hide the fact that we had 2 MiG-21s in the area kind of flying low level towards Batumi. We ended up losing one of them because of a disconnect, and the second one, was flying through the valley pretty nicely and ended up having a really great drop there on Batumi. And if you didn't see it in the video, just definitely go check that part out. It was definitely a lot of fun. So the nice thing about just going back to the hardware real quickly, using this webcam, is that I don't have to sync the audio between the GoPro camera and the video from the game, so that's kind of nice. So I'm hoping to use this camera more. I'm going to try to get better lighting in here at some point, but we'll work on that later. But that is pretty much it for this week. I'm loving the Mirage and the Oculus Rift because the HUD is pretty much the best in of all the aircrafts. It's really well done, and you can actually read it somewhat nicely. And she's a lot of fun to fly. I mean, she's very maneuverable. Let's see how close I can get, and I know she just had an update recently. I have to check. Apparently, a couple more things work on her, like the GPU drops and things like that. But we'll have to check that out and report back. I'm also looking forward to. There is a new Nevada red flag exercise for the F-15. I did order that. I haven't played it yet, but I will have to check it out. And I'm looking forward to the more airports that they're going to plan on putting in Nevada, because right now we don't have that many, and I want to have a couple more up north to kind of have more adversary forces over there, and check that out. So that's pretty much it. Leave a comment below, do all the usual stuff, and have fun flying, guys. Later.